So Tim, we're looking at 2 Thai restaurants in London this week, and yet somehow we find ourselves in a nursery in darkest Dorset. What are we doing here? What's going on?
It's an intriguing story. So Luke Farrell's got these 2 great restaurants, Speedboat Bar, which I reviewed for the FT, and Plaza Khao Gang, which is in the bottom of the old Centrepoint building. Both great restaurants, but he's got an interesting backstory because he's been growing Thai ingredients down here, really rare stuff you can't get anywhere else. And he's been giving it to Thai restaurants in London. So I think it's kind of an interesting mix going on with the business he's running. A combination of restaurant, nurseryman. It's all very strange and very interesting.
Okay,
Let's have a look.
Let's go in. Cool. Down, hi Luke, nice to meet you. You alright?
Good to meet you.
Oh yeah.
I quite like doing drinks party.
So Luke, the first thing you notice walking around this place is it doesn't really smell like a typical British farm or nursery, right?
It's a tropical nursery, that's for sure. Yeah. And at this time of the year, everything is fragrant and delicious, ready to be picked.
What sort of size operation are you running here?
We have a larger extended estate of about 100 acres, and we have 6 tropical greenhouses. There's a 7th one along the way, which will be 3 times the size, which will be just for supplying restaurants in London.
But then there are some of these greenhouses, you can see things growing which clearly aren't indigenous to this country. How did that all come about?
It's from my travels abroad and wanting to cook the food I wanted there, food I enjoyed there in the UK. My dad's a butterfly expert, and so we had greenhouses here already that were tropical for them. It was easy to put my plants in there and see how they fared. It's difficult to grow tropical things in the UK. It's a challenge. Lots of these plants need various bacterial and microbial soil structures to perform well.
So how do you overcome those challenges? I mean, is it about the type of soil you use?
Well, we actually have in our Thai greenhouses a special jungle soil mix that approximates what you would find in Thailand. So it's got things like coconut fibre in it. There are soil experts that will mix it like a cocktail for you.
Right, okay.
And so we took samples in Thailand to get it just right.
Did you always have this idea that you were going to start supplying restaurants?
It was simply so that I could grow a few herbs and chilies so that I could cook some Thai food that I enjoyed when I was travelling around Southeast Asia.
And then you started supplying restaurants, and then you thought, well, maybe I'll open my own.
Then I was supplying restaurants, and from here, from the greenhouses and also from Thailand with dry goods.
You supplied David Thompson, did you not?
Yes, I did at the very start.
And that, for people who aren't entirely aware, that is pretty much royalty, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And he had the first Thai restaurant in London with a Michelin star.
Yeah.
And lots of people trained under him. And it was those people that I supplied to afterwards. They have their own suppliers now. Some of my ingredients from my greenhouses have gone down to other growers as well. So it's all beneficial for Thai restaurants in the UK.
Yeah.
So is there kind of a solid business case for doing this? Would it almost be cheaper to buy the imported stuff?
There are times of year, the dead of winter, when you have to rely on supply from Thailand. But there are also seasons in Thailand too. There are times of the year when you would, after you've grown things, you would pickle and preserve them. You know, why not use that towards the winter months? It's still Thai food, but it becomes seasonal.
So Matt, what's your role here?
I'm in charge of the sort of productive side of gardening here, as well as the walled garden outside. I run a lot of the greenhouses. So these greenhouses here, which have aubergines, melons, cucumbers, tomatoes. And we also have got heated greenhouses where I grow a lot of chilies.
So the Southeast Asian stuff, was that new for you?
Yeah, pretty new. I'm experienced in growing the sort of standard vegetables that you would naturally find in sort of an English garden. But yeah, sort of new ground for me, and quite an experience coming here and being exposed to that and learning new things.
My experience of this is either big farms or tiny gardens. It seems strange that everything's like mixed in together in a very humane and lovely and quite small way. It seems to be all balance, biological control, selective planting and things. There's no, you're not spraying anything, are you?
No, I don't use any herbicides or pesticides as such. I'm a great believer in organic systems. I work from the soil up, so I create a really healthy soil using lots of organic material and work from there basically. That's the you know, base. And if you've got a good soil, then plants are going to be healthier, they're going to be able to resist disease and pests, and you don't get so much of a problem. Everything from the veg garden gets recycled into the compost bays. We've got things called hot bins, which are basically insulated compost heaps, which work the compost really quickly. Quick turnover on that, couple of months. And we try and keep as much of a closed system as possible here, but you can never have enough compost, so we do have to, import, other bits.
And how big's the team here? How many people?
There's 4 full-time, I think, and various sort of part-timers through the summer, helping him with the, all the jobs that need doing. Even in a state this size, it's hard to keep on top of them.
Do you have to go to the supermarket much?
Not for vegetables, shall we say.
So, Luke, first thing you notice are all the butterflies flying around.
Well, yes, these are our natural pollinators. Right. So they pollinate some of the ingredients that we have in here. So there's chilies in here, this is a cumin basil that we have, there's bitter gourd at the end, and the butterflies help pollinate it all.
Do they also give you a sense of kind of climate control? Because you're trying to recreate what's essentially the jungle conditions, right?
Absolutely. So the butterflies are the sort of the barometer, if you will. If they're happy and flitting about beautifully, then most of the plants are going to be in top condition.
So what have we got in here? We've got some chilies, which I recognise, but we've got lots of smells which I don't.
Yes, well, a lot of the southern Thai ingredients, the ones that don't last the journey, being flown over from Thailand, they have these fleeting aromas. Are things like the clove basil, the holy basil that we have here that appears on the menu. We have a tiny curry leaf that we found in southern Thailand. So all of these things dotted around so that the butterflies can get to them make our restaurant hyper-seasonal in the fact that we can get these things together and bring them up for just one special curry on the menu, for example.
What kind of things would we be eating? Obviously there's the chilies here. What else have we got?
Will you be having the chilies? There's aubergines down here. Like that, a proper emoji, that one.
Yes.
And there's curry leaves up here.
Yeah.
You can see watch the cloud of butterflies that's going to.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so you've got curry leaves there. This is a very small one from southern Thailand, very light flavour. And then up here is a clove basil. If you smell that, you'll see it smells just like cloves.
Goodness me, yeah.
And in southern Thailand, this is an essential ingredient.
Yeah.
And I think probably quite a new ingredient to the UK.
I'm sitting here sniffing a somsa, which is lovely. That I like. There's stuff in there I've never tasted before, never seen before, and to bring that to a plate in a restaurant and sell it to enough people to make it work, you're also kind of evangelising this stuff, aren't you?
I'd say there are some die-hard Thai food fans, some real curry nuts. And when, especially at Plaza, my southern Thai restaurant, that particular cuisine, southern Thai food, is very, very new in the UK. The audience has never appreciated it or tried it before.
Yeah, so before you guys started supplying a lot of the Thai restaurants here, how would you sort of describe British Thai food?
Traffic light curry would be one phrase I would say. Red, orange and green. Tin of coconut milk, curry paste, and whichever protein.
And you think you can bring the nation along to the same kind of understanding that we have maybe of Italian or French food, where we get the regionality, we get the specialisations, the seasonality?
I think absolutely. And I think that people, when they travel as well, I want them to be as happy and engaged and enjoy the food that they had in Thailand in my restaurant.
So Tim, from authentic ingredients at the nursery down in Dorset, here we are in Soho at a restaurant which feels pretty authentic to me. I mean, it looks great.
It's lovely, isn't it? I mean, it's got elements of film set about it. It's that authentic. I know a lot of stuff's been brought over from Thailand and put on the walls here, and it looks just great.
Monday to Thursday we close at midnight, and Friday and Saturday we have a late night menu that we serve food until 12:30. So it gets pretty packed on Friday and Saturday.
So talk me through the food. What do we expect to eat here?
So it's based on a Thai sharing family style, and we're inspired from Bangkok's Chinatown kind of cuisine.
Right.
Thai and Chinese cuisine combined. It's pretty much like what you will find in Thailand. We try our best to take the dishes from Bangkok and redo it here. We just want everyone to have fun, enjoy. It's like where you want to hang out after work.
How is this place different from other Thai I might have had?
I would always get a question from guests whether we do pad Thai, we do a green curry, red curry, yellow curry, just the basic. And we say, no, we don't. And a lot of guests would be like, how can you be Thai when you don't serve pad Thai? This is another cuisine that we wanted to bring to London as well. I would say you can never find this in anywhere else in London.
My name Khom.
Lived in London for long? You've been a chef elsewhere?
I'm opened the restaurant in Thailand, and then I just came here for my daughter. She study here, so I look after her.
What is it like to work here, and how does it compare to the restaurants that you worked in Thailand?
The similar because here is original Thai food, authentic Thai food.
What is it like with the ingredients that you use here? Are the ingredients here like the ingredients that you have back at home?
Almost is exactly like.
Are you using any of the ingredients that Luke grows in the nursery, do you know?
Yes, exactly. Chef Luke bring from his farm like a chili, lemongrass.
And how does it compare? It feels just the same as the stuff that you get at home. Yeah.
The same.
So if you're from Thailand like you, and you're eating at a Thai restaurant, a typical Thai restaurant in London, you can tell it's not really the real thing. Right?
Yeah, it's not really the real.
But you feel this place feels different? This place feels like authentic Thai?
Authentic Thai, definitely the real Thai.
It's definitely not a themed restaurant. That's the thing that I can't get around in my head. But it seems kind of themey. And then you've got that level of authenticity when you get in there. Do you have to explain yourself a lot?
We would ask them first, like, have they been here before? Would you like me to guide you through our restaurant? And a lot of time, we do have guests who sat down and they have no idea that they're in a Thai restaurant at all. We kind of have to guide them through the menus and the drinks, our concept, and why we have things on the walls and the speedboat. A lot of Thai people come here also for the beer tower, the pool table, and they just say that they just love the vibe here so much. Sometimes they ask me, oh, can we switch to a Thai music? And I say, yeah, of course, yeah. If you want the whole thing to be super Thai, we can do that as well.
Okay, I'm coming back for super Thai now, that's
super
great.
Look, it's only 1 o'clock and this place is already packed. We've had people queuing around the block. It's only been open, what, a year or something?
Slightly under a year. We've got a 1-year birthday coming up. Plaza's been open 1 year. So yeah, there's 2 brand new Thai restaurants on the block, all within a year.
You've got 2 on the block now. Do you see that turning into 3, 4, 5, 6?
I think we'd like to represent Thailand fully with all of the regions that are in Thailand, not just the Thai restaurant of Thailand. It should be a restaurant of the north, of the south, of Bangkok, of the northeast.
Will those restaurants all be supplied by the produce grown at the nursery? And is the idea in the future maybe to grow that and to supply other Thai restaurants with the authentic Thai ingredients grown here in the UK?
I think so. What I'd like to see is more growers growing larger amounts of one particular Thai ingredient. That means that someone making a whole greenhouse full of green papayas or holy basil, so that those fleeting aromas and fragrances from Thailand don't need to be shipped over. They're already here. They have a control over their supply as well. It's often problems with shipping stuff in. With this, it takes a lot of the stress off the chef, basically. They can put on a dish with confidence that they'll have a greenhouse full of that produce to supply him with.
In the nicest possible way, you're a tremendous nerd, aren't you?
I love Thai food in Thailand, and I want to do that here. It's as simple as that. I'm interested in changing people's perceptions in a way of just say, look, Thai food's incredible, let's just do that here. You know, let's not do an anglicised version of Thai food. I think that doing food in this way is of Thailand, and I want to see more of that, basically.